listening to Ripple Plus Podcast, Episode 2. Today, we'll walk you through Ripple's perspective, different things I wish I knew before starting in the VA industry. While the virtual assistance industry is one of the fastest growing industries in the market. What may be relevant today may not necessarily be relevant or important tomorrow. That is why it is important to keep ourselves abreast of the development in terms of strategies, marketing, tools, and business models. With over 8 years of experience in the industry, we have gained wisdom over time. And we would love to help you in this industry as I walk you through different things you need to consider as starting out in the VA industry. So let's start off with a question. What is the most important thing to remember before kickstarting a VA career? Well, the most important thing to remember before kickstarting a VA career is having a why. And we're not just talking about any why, but the bigger why. Having this will give you a sense of clarity, purpose, and direction of why you're starting this business in the first place. Equally true to all of our client entrepreneurs, as well as business owners for this matter. Without a bigger reason, you won't get through tough situations, which, by the way, will definitely come. Your bigger why will serve as your anchor when things will be shaken. As for me, it has always been the vastness of the platform's opportunity to impact so many lives, not only in terms of the financial or material aspect, but the eternal value that Ripple provides by helping our virtual assistants grow in the relationship with God. So again, never start any endeavor without understanding your bigger why. Which leads me to the second question. What are the common mistakes of beginners in the VA industry? When we say about beginners, we're actually not just talking about the VAs themselves, but let's categorize them into two. First is the VA themselves, and then second is in the lens of the clients who are new to hiring virtual assistants. So let's start off with the virtual assistants. Well, the common mistake, number one, of a virtual assistant is mainly doing this for the sake of money. Of course, to be practical, we all need money. And don't get me wrong. However, it's surprisingly noteworthy that in a Harvard Business Review article, it was found out that more than 9 out of 10 employees are willing to trade a percentage of their lifetime earnings for greater meaning at work. It is that deeper sense of meaning at work that makes someone thrive at work. In fact, in that article, it says, meaning is the new money. Wow, that's profound indeed. So thereby saying that as we're starting out in the VA industry, let it be that we're doing this more than just about money. The second common mistake of a VA beginner in this industry is staying stagnant. As a VA, you need to constantly grow. As mentioned earlier, the VA industry is one of the fastest growing industries in the market today. If you want to invest in growing both your soft and hard skills, it will just be a matter of time before you're totally left behind. So I encourage all VA beginners that as you're starting out, let it be that one of your goals is that you will keep yourself updated with the tools, the strategies that this industry has to offer. I don't know what niche or what niche or skill set you have right now. What's important is you keep growing from there. You don't just start with, of course, we all start from scratch. We all start from where we are at right now, but let it be that we aim to grow our skills, both the hard and the soft skills, so that we can continue to stay growing in this industry. And of course, number 3 common mistake of a VA beginner in this industry is not setting clear boundaries. As VAs, many of us are just working from home and it is easy to blend everything. I tell you, I can take it from my own experience. The personal and work life can all just blend in together. Before you knew it, you're already experiencing burnout because a day becomes a night and a night becomes a day. You know what I mean? So you need to set clear boundaries as early on by establishing a very good work routine. Leave work at work even though you're just at home. So as for me personally, my biggest mistake was really the number 3 when I was starting out in the virtual assistance industry, because back then I really had a hard time because I was just transitioning from working corporately to now working at home. It is kind of like difficult to establish a good work routine at the start, but later on, as I have gained experience and also wisdom and realized how burnt out was really impacting my productivity at work. So that's when I started to establish a good work routine already. All right, so now onto the clients who are new or maybe new to hiring virtual assistants. What could be the common mistakes, the top 3 common mistakes of clients who are new to hiring virtual assistants? Number 1 mistake is not setting clear goals. Never assume that your VA knows exactly what you want and how you want it without being told. The only way to be on the same page with your virtual assistant is your VA knows what your vision is and the role in unlocking it to success, unlocking that success of your business. You are heading to the right direction by having a clear communication with your virtual assistant. With the transparent guidelines that you establish as early on, your relationship with the VA, having clear goals, having clear vision and mission, that can easily be referred back later on so that you'll avoid the frustration of miscommunication as you go forward in your relationship. So again, the number 1 mistake is not setting clear goals. Therefore, it's important that as you're starting out in hiring a virtual assistant, you have to have a set goal in place so that you can communicate it effectively to your virtual assistant as well. Number 2 mistake is not setting clear expectations. As early as the client-VA relationship, you need to identify what are the scope of my VA's work and how can I expect things to be done. Identify the desired skill set that you want, the working arrangement, or any things that you require in terms of your specifications and other preferences that you want in terms of working with a virtual assistant. By having a clear set of expectation as early on, will avoid also the frustration later on that the VA does not meet the things that you have expected. All right. And then finally, number 3, common mistake of a client that's new to hiring a virtual assistant is the imperfect timing of hiring. What do I mean by this? There is a perfect time for when to hire a VA, and that is when you have identified already which task to delegate. As an entrepreneur, you need to personally master your own level of productivity by identifying the different quadrants. The most common one was the Eisenhower's matrix. Recently, I also learned this from Rachel Cook's Get Fired Up and Focused podcast. So there is four different things to consider. Number 1, what are the urgent and important tasks? So basically, these are 911 tasks, like emergency 911. So you have to identify those type of tasks. As an entrepreneur, what are really the things that are urgent and really important? Then, after that, identify the things that are urgent and not important, because these are the assistant tasks, all right? These are the tasks that you can potentially delegate, that you can assign to someone, that you can outsource so that you can focus on the next quadrant, which is the important and not urgent. So these are the tasks of a CEO sweet spot. This is your sweet spot. This is the 20% rule in your business in which it will move the needle of your business. It's important to focus in this area so that whatever tasks that you have identified that are just assistant tasks, then you will delegate it already. And then finally are not urgent and not important. This is also what we call a stop doing task. I hope that as described as like that, you know that you have to really stop doing. In case there are tasks that are not urgent, not even important, then you have to stop doing it because it's not going to be helpful in your business or your personal life. So those are the different things. Once you've identified already tasks that you can delegate to an assistant, to a virtual assistant, then you can effectively work with a virtual assistant. Because not laying down all of those things, it might be very hard for you to delegate tasks that are important for a virtual assistant to do, so that you can focus on the CEO sweet spot, the tasks that are important but only you can do. You have to focus on those tasks that are important but only you can do, so that those tasks that are urgent and not important are assistant type of tasks. You can delegate it, you can have someone else do it. So finally, let's talk about when is the right time to start a career or business in the VA industry. Well, there's no better time than now. As a virtual assistant, as you enter the world of virtual assistants, you will be amazed as to the unlimited opportunities for growth that this industry offers. Since I started as a VA, I have never looked back. There's never a season where I felt stagnant in my growth as a VA. And it is my desire for you as well. Now, as for our client partners, there's no better time than now as well. Leverage the power of having a virtual assistant for your business, for you to experience the next level heights for your business. Having the right VA will be one of the best decisions you'll ever make in your business. So thanks for listening and see you in our next